Roy Briggs, the new CEO of BIFI, and it's our pleasure, first of all, to have been working with you for the last several months. We've not only learned a lot from you, you bring such a wealth of experience and just legacy experience in the mortgage industry. It's a pleasure dealing with you and your staff. BIFI is lucky to have you, although it's been a very short period of time so far. You've made great strides, and it's nice to be a part of that. Finally, something positive in this market.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about why you chose PrivoCorp to assist you in your new role?
Most definitely. And like I said, to be fully, honest, the decision with PrivoCorp was sort of in the works when I came on board. But I did have to make the ultimate decision to, determine whether we move forward with it. And, we met at the MBA conference, and after having, conversations, I really felt like this was a company that understood where BIFI was in our overall, stage of life and where we needed to, where we were trying to get to as well. And after those conversations, I was like, yes, we need a partner that can, that resonates with the current, status of where BIFI is and understand the industry in general. So that in itself pretty much was the, that was what caused me to select you guys.
What was your greatest challenge at the time?
The greatest challenge, coming in to a situation, although the company had been in existence for over, 2 years, there was a gap in time where there were some challenges, and, new leadership had come in and then new leadership had left. So I was sort of, presented with, okay, here's a company that's, it's been created. It's a fully, operating platform, but it's not where it needs to be. And, looking at the prior history, I've done other servicing startups with different organizations, and it was basically a challenge that was placed in front of me to say, okay, let's get this company to where we know we originally envisioned for it to be. And so that was, sort of the state of things, and what, sort of caused me to become excited, because I like taking something that, is at one point in time and trying to build it up to what it was originally, envisioned to be. So yeah, that is
well. With the volume that you anticipate bringing in, this is the perfect time to level set on what that servicing group should look like in order to scale effectively and without disruption to your clients. I think your approach has been spot on for sure.
Thank you.
How have we positively impacted BIFI?
I would say the number one, attribute of, what Privo has, done and impacted us is the overall partnership style of the relationship. It's not like, I have to keep reminding myself, okay, this is an outsourced. This is a company that we outsourcing, because it almost seems like we're all on the same team.
On the same team. I know.
And that has been really that's outstanding to have, because I almost feel like we're in this together, and having that feeling, you don't get that with all, like I said, I dealt with different, companies and vendors throughout my career, and each one is different, but definitely I can say that this is probably the most interaction and company I felt like was a part of what we were doing, more than, any of the other companies I've worked with previously. So yeah, that was
that's great news, because we really take pride in being invested in our clients' success. Whatever we can do to push that forward, we're willing to do. So that's nice to hear, because that's part of our culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the team's culture. I'm glad that that's being exhibited for you as well. And what would you, let me ask you this, what would you say to other servicers about PrivoCorp if they were to call you tomorrow and ask your opinion?
Right. I would say if you're looking for, like I said, a partner that can walk with you to meet your objectives and goals, and that has the experience and background in this, industry. It's a very complicated industry. Every company is different, but the time frame that it required for Privo to actually make an impact was very, very quick. I mean, it's like we got started one day, we got, implemented into a system that, I think Privo had actually not ever worked on
We
our
had not.
particular system, and to have that ramp up to happen almost overnight, um, just I think that, any company that's looking for a partner to implement a higher, level of production and a higher level of customer, impact, that happens with Privo. And I've seen it live, and, I would definitely know, I know, honestly, we wouldn't be where we are today without, you guys being on our team with us.
Well, we appreciate it, and we certainly have enjoyed being on your team. And I appreciate your time this morning. I know that you and I both have a lot of work to get done. Thank you again for joining.
Definitely.
And I will talk to you soon.
Sounds great. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Sure.